My name is Q. We'll just go by Q. And basically, what has taken place is that I came up with an idea, and it's called the 99-cent millionaire. Now, first, I want to really apologize for this bad quality webcam. Somebody hooked me up, and as they say, you get what you pay for. For the most part, people have been asking for a video. Maybe this will answer a lot of questions that people have about my idea. Simply, I'm 37, currently stay in the Dallas, Texas area, and just kind of tired of the entire black community life as a whole. 2010 has been very frustrating, very disheartening, some of the things that take place within our community. And I felt that it always boils down to poverty and how it affects each and every African American that, first off, is a descendant from slavery. Now, what I mean by that is that at the point where we were released by so-called when they abolished slavery, and they said every black man is free, we all know that's an illusion. Because without any type of resources, any money, any businesses, any factories, anything, any farms, any animals, no 40 acre and a mule, none of that. We went right back to working for the same people that oppressed us to begin with. Now, that's enough on that. Where we're at right now is that 1 out of 3 children in the African American community lives in poverty. So that means that we're basically almost 50% of a community who we're going to be living in poverty, and then on the other 50% it's not going to be too far behind us as far as how many people will fall over to that area. So out of desperation, people are joining gangs, selling drugs, doing pornos, selling their souls at work, just a whole bunch of things that are going to come behind this extreme massive poverty. Now, it's global, don't get it twisted, but because I'm in this community here in America, and it's, to me, easier for us to bring this about, I thought it would be a great idea. And the idea basically is the 99-cent millionaire program. I'm wanting to keep this very simple so that the most ignorant person to come across this can say, hey, I can do that, I can follow behind that and get it done. So this is the formula. $12 times the 40 million people they say are African American as a community in America would equal $480 million. That means that by simply agreeing to put $12 in at the same time, we would be able to build a trust, an economic arc of sorts, to pull each and every person up out of poverty at one time from one trust fund. And the steps would go like this. The first thing that I feel is so important as far as inspiring people to do better and want more and a better quality of life would be to invest in $100,000 home. Purchase 100%, everything's paid for, and you get the deed. No one would ever see actual cash from the trust fund. The next level for a general person, some people have different circumstances, there are aspects to cover that, but this is just a general person. The second aspect we'll get to is to purchase between a $30,000 to $50,000 car. And the reason why you can do that range is some people may not need a $50,000 car. They may want 2 $20,000 cars, 2 $30,000 cars, and have to come up with another $10,000. It's doable. You're a homeowner. It's no problem. The third and very important thing that is a mandate has to be done. You have to go get a medical checkup and assessment and seek treatment for both physical and mental ailments. Which I think that may be the most difficult with the mental, because a lot of black people are not comfortable or familiar with speaking to people who deal with mental illness. But it's very problematic in our community, and if we're going to come out of it, it needs to be addressed. The next step, after you've completed these three, you're in a new home, you own it. You're in you have a new vehicle, you own it. But you have to upkeep it. We're making responsible people. We're not being responsible for men. The next step is an assessment of your current educational and job skill set. So different people are at different levels, because once you do that, then we'll allot money from that assessment to provide for you a education and training to bring you up to the current standards globally. That way you can compete with other people from other countries, basically on a new, I would say, technological society that we're turning into. You just can't ignore it. It's here. Until something changes, this is what's going on. We need to be prepared. And then you or can use that to either work for or create your own business. But all of this has to be a part of the program, has to be verified and assessed, what have you. And that there is it. That's it. There is nothing else that should be attached to what I'm proposing other than what I just stated. Now I know some people have asked me a lot of questions, and I try to explain it to them, but it's hard to text some of these sentiments. It's hard to write them on a blog or whatever. Doesn't matter. But it's very easy to do, and it takes more effort, more faith, more manpower. So this is something that's doable, but it's going to take each and every individual we can come across to get it done. And the reason is that we need to create a trust fund is easy. There has to be a contract that's created so that the directives for the trustee are known, so that this money cannot be misused. People have to be verified to continue in the program. This is going to create jobs. This is going to pull in the black community, because we're going to initiate a investment into black businesses, doctors, lawyers, real estate agents, appraisers, CPAs. All of these people are going to have to be activated. They have to be grouped together so they can be contacted so that they can assist with the program. And so opportunity is in the trillions, if not whatever's bigger than that. Can't think of it right now. And so that's pretty much the beginning of the idea. It's still new, but it's doable, it's realistic, something that can happen within a lifetime. I came up with the goal of 20 million African American homeowners by 2012. And so anybody who wants to help, feel free. If you have the skill set, like I spoke to someone who's a trustee at a community bank. So I'm trying to see if we can help. They can help us as far as getting it started and make sure we follow all legal guidelines. I've also got a young lady who's helping as far as creating a contract so that we follow all legal guidelines. We're going to need to be able to create a website. We're going to need to be able to provide quality security for all members of the program. And so for that aspect, anybody and everybody who you think can help, bring them on. Have them contact me, and let's just put it together. And that's just it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, there are a lot of things that can come from it, trust me. But just imagine that 20 million African American homeowners in the United States in by 2012, and the impact positively that it will have on a community. So for all this black power, black consciousness, all these Christians, the Muslims, everybody's screaming peace. It has to start, in my mind, with the African American community to bring us up out of the poverty that is generational, based on the slave trade, that America will not pay any money towards, and that we ourselves can pull ourselves up enough to be comfortable, enough to get our heads back together and improve our lives together. So let's go.